Hi YouTube. Sorry. Okay. I'm gonna do my labor and delivery story, which actually isn't very long. A lot of you know I was supposed to get induced March 28th. It was on Monday, and at 7:30 in the morning. But I ended up not getting induced because, well, Sunday at 2 p.m. I had my bloody show. I never thought much of it. Well, I thought I might go into labor, but I didn't think much of it because some people get their bloody show long before they go into labor. So anyways, so I just kind of waited around, and then at 7:30 I had my first contraction. It was mild, but it was definitely a contraction. But I didn't have another one for like an hour, which the next one was really mild too. So I still never thought I was gonna go into labor or anything. But so I was actually at my friend's house, and then I went home and I went to bed, and then I woke up at like 12:30 in the morning, and I was really having a lot more painful contractions. And so I woke up and I started to time them, and they were averaging from like 10 to 15 minutes apart. So I called the hospital because I live an hour away from the hospital, and I told them how far apart my contractions are, and they've been like that for about an hour. And they said, okay, well, they're still quite far, so just, wait around, and once they get closer together, then give us a call. So I waited, and I had a bath, and then at around 3:30 in the morning, they started getting really, like, not really close, but they were averaging from 5 to 7 minutes apart. And so they were like that for about an hour, and then they went down to 4 minutes apart. And so I called the hospital. I'm like, okay, so they're about 4 minutes to 5 minutes apart consistently, and they've been like this for a while, so should I come now? And they said, yeah, come, because I have an hour drive, and it was foggy, and yeah, so the car ride was horrible because driving with contractions is probably one of the worst things ever. And so yeah, that was horrible. So I get to the hospital, I go to the desk. They were so nice. They put me in this room, which is really relaxing. It was where I was going to be delivering. There was a TV, big coaches, like big chairs and everything. And they give me a gown. I give a urine test, pee sample and stuff. And they put the monitor on me. And then the monitor said that my contractions were 2 to 3 minutes apart. So, which was good. They were getting really painful though, and they were like that for about 2 hours, and it's hard to remember everything that happened, but they were like that for about 2 hours, and then and I was 3 centimeters dilated at this point. And before I went into labor, I wasn't even dilated, so that was exciting for me. So then they came in after 2 hours and checked me again, and I was 6 to 7 centimeters dilated. And so that was really exciting. And then around 11 o'clock, they, oh, by the way, I got to the hospital at like 6 in the morning. So around 11 o'clock, the nurse comes in, and she breaks my water to speed things up, and which felt really weird. I felt like I peed myself, but it wasn't so bad. So after that, the contractions really picked up quickly. Like, I mean quickly. Like, within the next hour, I was in excruciating pain. I could not move at all. I ended up using the birthing ball to really help it, and the nurse helped me with my breathing, which helped a lot more than I thought it would. And so I didn't get an epidural or anything. I did this all naturally, which I'm really proud of. But anyways, so within that hour, I was already at 10 centimeters dilated. So it went really quickly. They're like, okay. And I was getting really scared because I'm like, okay, I'm having contractions, and I know I need to start pushing because I can't have a contraction without feeling like I need to push. It's like, it feels like it's pushing for me. So they're like, okay, everyone comes in, it gets all hectic, and soon enough I'm pushing, and within like 15 minutes, Gavin was born at 12:35 p.m. and he was 6 pounds 3 ounces. He was a lot smaller than I thought he would be, a lot smaller than everyone thought he would be, because I wasn't even measuring that small. So yeah, he was 6 pounds 3 ounces. He was completely healthy. Everything was fine. He cried right away, and he was just absolutely adorable. It was definitely the most amazing experience of my life. They put him right on me, and the pushing and the delivery, it was painful, obviously, but it definitely wasn't as painful as I thought it would be without an epidural. I was expecting the worst, I think. So yeah, that was good because, I don't know, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. So I don't even really recommend the epidural, I guess, unless you're really having a long labor. But I was lucky because everything just happened so quickly. And even when I was having contractions for a couple hours, like, it didn't even feel like a couple hours. It just went by really quickly. So then I delivered the placenta, which I thought I'd have to push for the placenta, but they just kind of pull it out for you. And then they stitched me up. I had about like that big of a tear, he said. So I don't know how many stitches I got because he said it was a running stitch or something. But I'm not that sore down there. I'm not as sore as I thought I would be. So everything's going really well. And so we stayed in the hospital 24 hours. And I'm glad it wasn't any longer because I really hated being in that hospital. It was just really hot. I was sweating to bits. Like, I'm sure that has a lot to do with postpartum, but I don't know, I just wanted to go home and relax at home. So breastfeeding is excellent. Right when I started the first time, he latched on perfectly. Even now, I don't have to even try. I just put his mouth by my nipple and he latches on. It's amazing. I'm really lucky for that. So breastfeeding is going excellent. Yeah, but for the labor and delivery, it's hard to really remember everything that happened, but that's pretty much the basics of it. It was just an amazing experience, and it definitely wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. So that's that. I would show you Gavin, but he's, as you can see, he's in his swing right now. So I will make a video really soon when he's awake and show you guys Gavin. So he's adorable, and I'm just so happy. Everything's going good. Last night I was up a lot during the night. I never got much sleep, but it's really not that bad. My boyfriend, he got work off for a week, so he's helping a lot. So yeah, that's about it for that. And I'll show you my postpartum belly, which is gross and flabby, but oh well. It's not a beach ball anymore, so yeah. So this is my belly. It's 2 days postpartum now. It's just really flabby down here, but I look like 5 months pregnant, or 6 months, so. Anyways, yeah, that's my story, and hope it was helpful or entertaining. So anyways, see you guys.